Hi, I am Jan Reardon, and I am here representing the Jennifer Reardon Foundation. The 4 pillars of the foundation are what we focus in on this wonderful show, The Kindness Connection, which is the third Thursday of each month, thanks to Town Meeting TV. We're very, very grateful. And each month I have a guest that would, as I mentioned, tie into one of the pillars of Jen's foundation, which would be either women's empowerment, financial literacy, early childhood education, and community vitality. And I feel as though today is really going to be about community vitality in the sense on many levels. We have somebody that is from a brand director from a local business, so that in itself is wonderful to have a nice successful business in the area. But the fact that it's Vermont Teddy Bear is obviously very near and dear to the foundation's heart for all the wonderful things that Vermont Teddy Bear has done through Sparky the Kindness Bear and on from there. But we have the absolute pleasure today, I can't wait to speak with Cassie Clayton, who is the brand director over at Vermont Teddy Bear. So here she is. Thank you so much for being here. This is wonderful.
Yes,
we don't ever get a chance to see each other. We just do a lot of emailing. So thank you for that. But again, my pleasure to have you here, and feel free to say anything that you'd like if it doesn't happen to come through the questions that we start with. But basically what I'd love to know is, with Vermont Teddy Bear, long before you were born, this is like, I think I saw in 1981. I remember when they opened, it was such a big deal. We thought we were like California, or some huge state having, Vermont Teddy Bear. Like, it was just, we felt so proud of everything. And so it started then. And when you came on, at what point did things really change, or that you're aware of all the changes along the way? What have those been like?
I mean, I actually have been with Vermont Teddy Bear for 15 years.
That is wonderful. That is fabulous to hear.
I know.
You don't hear that very often anymore. People don't say. That's really such a tribute to both you and to the organization.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
My ethos is always, I will do a job as long as I love it. Yeah. And that is Vermont Teddy Bear.
Oh, that's awesome.
Both the people and the company itself. It's just so wonderful to work there.
And they're very fortunate to have you.
Yes.
You represent them in such a great professional manner, and I really appreciate our interaction. So thank you.
So in that 15 years, I've seen quite a lot of change, and I think one really pivotal time period happened most recently, where we were fortunate enough to join forces with Vermont Flannel.
Right, that was the big news.
I know.
And it was such a mystery. Like, what does that mean? When is it going to happen? And then it did. Vermont Flannel then owned Vermont Teddy Bear for a short period of time. Right?
Oh, they still do.
Oh, okay. I thought that it was sold again. So that's what I wanted to clarify. So Vermont Flannel is still the owner. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes.
Oh,
and
that's
so
wonderful.
We are.
So it's as local as could possibly be,
right?
It doesn't get more local than that, especially even what's represented through the Vermont name as well. It's awesome. The combination of flannel and bears. It's like, what more do you want in life, right?
I know, they're just such two iconic Vermont brands coming together.
Exactly.
It's just really kismet
and comfort.
Yes, and so that has been the most significant change during my time, and it's been the most rewarding change.
I bet.
It's such a natural partnership. Our ethos are very similar, even though we make very different things. Right. From flannel shirts versus teddy bears, they both really are grounded in handmade craftsmanship, high quality goods that are made right in Vermont. And so it's just really,
so pure
really
and wholesome, especially in this day and age when that doesn't happen as often. Thankfully, a lot of things are coming back around where they'll be locally made on a regular basis at that level, that quantity, because they just deserve so much more recognition when you're able to do something like that right from your own state. There's so much to be said for that.
Yes, and we really are passionate about being a part of the community and engaging in the community in many different ways. And that passion has just strengthened with this new partnership. And so it just has been a really wonderful year in that regard.
Oh, that's great to hear, because there's always uncertainty in any, merger, partnership, whatever happens as far as, the dynamic changing. And it does seem as though people just seem to be really very happy with the change, and it's positive, and that's rare to have that happen where things can be so positive so quickly. I know it's a lot of hard work behind the scenes, but from the outside, everything went so smoothly, and it was nice to see, the customer service was still there. Everything was great.
Yes, I think because, we're both so deeply rooted in Vermont, and because we're so similar at our heart and soul, it just really made it a wonderful
Smooth
transition.
Right.
And it's just really bolstered Vermont Teddy Bear even more and enriched our connection to the community even more, because we now have a sister brand in Vermont Flannel that's not only just down the street from our factory, but we are excited to be opening up new retail locations.
I'd love to hear about, right?
Them.
If you can, let us know now, like you say, as you're progressing through these 15 years, and now you're at this, such an exciting time. So what is happening from the retail side of your business?
So I'm excited to say that we are opening up a joint side-by-side storefront on Church Street. And it is so meaningful for Vermont Teddy Bear because
absolutely.
We started on Church Street in 1981, like you said. Our founder, John Sortino, had a cart that he sold bears from right on Church Street. So to come back
full circle like that.
Alongside Vermont Flannel.
Like you say, you have the sister. Exactly.
It just feels so meaningful and such a great step forward for the brand.
It's like you couldn't have had a better strategic plan,
I know.
40 years ago. Like it's amazing. Yes, that's incredible, the way that came together. But and I want to talk to you a little bit more about that as far as the timeline and when we can start shopping on Church Street at these two great businesses. But aside from that, I'm just wondering if you could talk a little bit about how we got involved through the foundation with your Bears That Care program. How long has that been in place, and how does that really work as far as, a typical organization reaching out, or you have some affiliation, someone in your organization with another charity? Like, how does that all come together, that program? And obviously I'm a huge fan, so any support that we can give, we're all about. That program has been fabulous for our family.
Well, I speak of the heart and soul, and a big part of our heart is our Bears That Care program. It originally started with our little hero bear, which I have right here. And that bear started in 2002. Quite a while ago.
Yeah, 22 years. I guess I was thinking it was around maybe even longer. That's awesome.
And so that bear is dedicated to, we as a company will give free bears to first responder units that then can give those bears to children in need during moments of crisis. And so we've been doing that since 2002. And then when I came on, I wasn't always the brand director. I started as one of the bear designers.
Wonderful.
And when I started, I was so enamored with the good work that the little hero bear did. And I was really passionate about inclusivity in toys and representing, having toys in the world that represents many different people, many different organizations after.
Like a community in itself, like multiple, some unfortunate, some fortunate, communities that, again, like you say, with first responders and being able to give that bear at that time, it doesn't matter what your age is.
Yes. And so at that time, I advocated for our next Bears That Care, which was.
Wow, Cassie, thank you. I had no idea that you were so, such an integral part of this.
Yes, it means so much to me.
I can understand that.
And
Fabulous.
So next came our Limb Loss, Limb Difference Bear. Again, because I felt that representation and children having toys that look like them and have gone through similar experiences can be so meaningful.
Yes. Oh, my goodness.
Even better, we can then support a charity after our own heart in doing so.
Right.
And so with the Limb Loss, Limb Difference Bear, we will custom make every bear to match a person's exact difference.
Oh, I had no idea. I didn't realize it was personalized.
So they're each handmade to order to match the receiver's exact difference.
Oh, beautiful.
And then the proceeds go to benefit the Amputee Coalition.
Oh my goodness, what a beautiful story.
So that just really ignited my colleagues and ignited our passion in pursuing this even further and really solidified the Bears That Care program.
Absolutely.
And so with that, we then made it our mission to add a new Bears That Care on a yearly basis.
Oh, I see.
With the foundation that we are making meaningful, high-quality teddy bears that support an organization and charity close to our hearts.
Oh, I
so
love
really
that.
Connecting back not only to the brand, but to the people that make the brand. So our colleagues and listening to, the people who are not only sewing the bears, but selling the bears and understanding what is meaningful to us as an organization. And as a result, we have continued to expand the Bears That Care with many different bears, including Sparky, the Spark Kindness, which has been with us since 2019, which I can't believe that has gone by. It's gone so fast.
I cannot believe it. And Sparky's looking good.
Yes, and we've even expanded Sparky to include Sunny, which is another purple teddy bear. I know, he's so cuddly.
I'm not letting go.
And so you asked about the process of how do we choose these organizations. Well, I just explained that, but then we get in contact with the organization, and we really like to partner with them to understand what they would like to see out of the teddy bear that represents them. We also really learn from them because, with the foundation of expanding inclusivity in our products, we also acknowledge that we're not the experts on everything, and we really create a solid partnership with these charities.
Yes, I know.
To make sure that we're not only creating a high quality teddy bear or a cute teddy bear that supports them, but that it's done in the right way that's really reflective of the community that they support.
Exactly. I couldn't support that more than, I firsthand can just say anytime we talked about something with the design of the t-shirt or the bear itself and with changes, I always felt as though the point of view from the foundation really mattered. And that's nice, instead of just kind of moving forward and it's like, well, this is nice, yes, it is, but that certain meaningfulness wouldn't have been there. And so thank you for that type of protocol that you have anyway. We're just thankful to be a part of that.
Well, we're thankful to be partnered with you. It's just, Sparky is just one piece of the Jennifer Reardon Foundation and all the amazing work you do. And it's an honor to be able to support you in the way that we do and to see Sparky's journey over these last
Sparky
years.
Has been very busy.
Yes.
I can't think of any place where Sparky has not been. And some of the people, that have been the recipient of Sparky, I mean, it's been life-altering. It's beautiful. You would know certainly, but the power of a bear like that at the right moment can just do wonders. So again, thank you. I mean, for the whole program, each time I read those stories, they're just, such beautiful communities or causes, and it's just beautiful to see that level of support and to know that it's continuous is fabulous. So thank you for that. Thank you so much. Let's see what else about, how about, obviously back during, I think it was right after the pandemic when there was all the talk about Bernie's mittens and you guys picked them. So how do you vet and certainly move forward with different products that might be suggested or ideas that people have? Is that something that occurs from the outside, or do you pretty much keep things internal as far as how you may move forward with new products over the years or new accessories?
It's a combination of both. So, for example, Bernie's mittens was such kind of a lightning in the bottle moment. And the fact that they were handmade by Jen Ellis, who's right here in Essex, Vermont, it just was one of those projects that really fell into place and really aligned with,
like it should have.
What we do. The mittens are fully sustainable. So they're made from upcycled wool sweaters. They're hand sewn right here in Vermont. Jen is kind of the lead that has given us the original Bernie's mittens design and trained us how to make them, and we partner with her, and they themselves in some ways are part of the Bears That Care collection because a portion of the proceeds benefit Outright Vermont.
Oh, beautiful.
And so again, it's one of those really amazing feel-good products that really does good
story
in the world.
That's it. It's not just, oh, this is a great item and people like it. It's like there's such a story for that. People who like it expand so much, knowing the true meaning on both ends behind that particular bear or product or whatever it might be that comes through your machinery.
Yeah, and so we really always vet ideas through, again, our heart and soul of what do we stand for as an organization, and what aligns with that, and then how can we make it into a handcrafted, often very cute and cuddly.
Exactly, by the way, right.
Product for our fans and our community alike.
Right.
And so then we also internally have a design team that's amazing. I lead them up, and we really love to engage our bear fans. We call them kind of our not silent, but our next designer, our hidden secret designer, even though they're out in front of us. We really feel like our bear fans are a part of the design team. We communicate with them regularly through social media.
Yes.
We ask them what they want to see from us,
and then we create
down
to the color and things like that.
Exactly. And so and even those that visit our factory, we ask them what we want to see that from us, and we literally read every comment.
Unbelievable. Just the fact that it can be so interactive in itself, that you have the door wide open for that type of feedback is, because I follow you obviously, online as far as the, I think it's the Instagram account that I might be following, and it's like, you just feel like you're in the loop. And it just feels good. It's like, you kind of know what's going on and what's happening, and it's a great feeling to be that connected to such a large organization.
Yeah.
I mean, how many employees are?
We total with Vermont Flannel and Teddy Bear have about 150.
Yeah, I thought even more. So you get a lot done with not that many people.
We
actually
do.
Are going to go in the other direction.
It
wow.
just speaks to the skill and amazingness of our team.
Yes.
And it's something that, we really listen to our bear fans and want to include all of our followers and our customers in the design process. This year's big winner is our new Buddy Otter. It was another example of one of those designed directly because our fans were asking for it.
Oh, cute,
and then we, we'll make design options and we'll ask them what they think is cute, which option they prefer, and we just really integrate them into the process. And I think that's what makes us a little extra special.
Oh, absolutely.
Is because we're not only caring about our local community and caring about the product we're making, but we care about every person that receives our product across the country, and we want to hear from them and have them be a part of us.
And that's why you just know there's so many relationships. You can tell even like when you read the reviews, it's like, I've been, ordering bears for 21 years. And so that's beautiful that there's that generational connection too. That just keeps on going. And it's just such a go-to for anything really special. Like if you want something unique, you can always look at that site and find something that has such meaning that will align with, your values, even if it's not something that you've experienced, but you can really appreciate. And, obviously speaking for the Jennifer Reardon Foundation, it's just amazing how these bears have, they're just like celebrities, especially Sparky is such a celebrity out in Albuquerque. I just love it because,
that makes me so happy.
I know in the Jennifer Reardon sports complex that was built a few years back has an enormous Sparky in the front, and it's so lifelike, and you can sit there for pictures and just sit there as you're walking into the park. It's just beautiful. I can't believe how gorgeous it is, and how many people, have that as a conversation piece. Makes it really nice that it's kind of the talk around town where people just know who Sparky is.
And it's not something you see every day.
Exactly, right. I know. It's amazing the personality that a bear can pick up like that too, and you just think of them in a certain way. So I just love how lifelike they are. But let's see, what else can we chat about here as far as, kind of going back to the retail stores, because you mentioned what's happening, but maybe you can discuss the timeline so people that are local and maybe not even local will know at least when you'll be back on Church Street.
Yes, so our teams are working very, very busily to open up this location. It's going to be a side-by-side location where Vermont Flannel will be on one side and Vermont Teddy Bear will be on the other.
Love that, yes.
Right in the middle of Church Street.
Oh, perfect.
And
so
we'll be
going
offering,
up Church Street up to, so from like Church and Main, you're heading up. Is it on the right-hand side then?
Yes, it's on the right-hand side, kind of pretty much right across from where the old mall used to be.
Right, okay, so just a couple blocks down from Pearl.
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
What a great location.
Where the old Kiss the Cook location
Yes,
used to be.
that says it all, right?
Yes,
perfect.
Right.
Oh,
if you know, you know. Yeah.
Exactly right. Yeah.
And so Vermont Flannel will be opening in time for Black Friday, hopefully.
Oh,
they're working
fabulous.
that quickly. And then Vermont Teddy Bear will follow and open in the new year.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes. And so we're very excited to be having those locations come
definitely.
to life. Vermont Flannel has been on Church Street in a different location for almost a decade now. And, you know, it's become kind of like a second home for them. And so it's really exciting to see them
to have both
expand
of you.
And then have us come along. It just feels so wonderful. And like I said, we're so excited to be returning to Church Street. We are, it's almost our 45th year anniversary. And so to just realize how long we are the oldest teddy bear company in the U.S. that still manufactures teddy bears in the U.S. And to know that it started on Church Street.
It's like this old-fashioned Christmas story that'll be out in years from now. It just feels like there's so much synchronicity. It just, it's incredible how everything has lined back up the way it has. It's a beautiful story.
It is. And we're so excited to keep telling that story.
Oh, definitely.
And to have our bear fans and our local community come along for the ride with us and engage with us, that we just can't be more excited for the future.
Oh, I bet. What a nice place to be at when you have those, you know, you go through those cycles, and this is certainly one of the peaks, I would imagine, right? But right down at your main location for Vermont Teddy Bear, what exactly is it like back in there? I know bears come out, but what's it like? You know, I just think, I picture like, you know, Santa's workshop going on back there, which it probably is every day of the year. You know, it must feel like a bunch of elves back there. But what's it like as far as the whole process?
It is one of the most magical places I have ever worked and been. Our factory was designed to not only be great at making teddy bears, but be just kind of a fun, magical building, from how it looks, the colors it's painted, to the layout.
That's so true, right? And open and bright and welcoming,
And we offer factory tours, so you can come and see exactly how we make our teddy bears and our stuffed animals.
Oh, I love that. So now do schools come over? Is that, oh, I love it.
Yes, we have schools, we have Girl Scout troops, we have different organizations come and do large visits. And then we just have a lot of families and couples. We've had many engagements on our tour
really?
route.
I never would have actually thought that. Is beautiful.
So what we do is we coordinate with the person asking, and we'll make a little special bear saying, "Will you marry me?"
Oh my goodness, I love that.
And then we'll integrate it into the tour, so it's a surprise for them, and they get to keep the bear when they go home.
How awesome is that?
I've witnessed it, and you will cry.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
So amazing.
Because that's the last place you'd be thinking, I'm going to get engaged when I go through the warehouse of the Vermont Teddy Bear Factory. Oh, that's beautiful. That's so nice to hear.
Yeah.
So then, how long, like say if somebody orders a bear, how long does it take? I'm sure they vary, but how long typically does it take to make a bear? And
well, for the bears that are fully cut and hand sewn at our factory, it's astonishing. It takes a total of 15 minutes.
That's it. I would have thought, how many days does it take?
Right. And so what that really speaks to is, one, the skill of our craftsmen.
Right.
We have such an amazing team. And I reference that I've been with Vermont Teddy Bear for 15 years. We have people on our production team that have been there for over 30 years. These are
unbelievable.
The most skilled sewists I've ever worked with. And because stuffed animals are some of the hardest things you can sew.
That's what I was going to say, exactly.
And so we really, really invest in talented, amazing craftsmen to make our stuffed animals.
And to go with that history, to have somebody even, going along teaching other people the right way to really do this. I mean, what a gift. Oh.
Yeah, and so they are one of the reasons that they can work so efficiently is that level of skill.
That's remarkable, right?
And then also we do what's called carousel production, where we will give a team a certain number of bears, and instead of just making one bear from beginning to end, we'll make it in stages. So they'll sew 7 arms, 7 legs, 7 heads.
Right.
And so that kind of production allows us to be more efficient.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Still maintaining the amazing handcrafted nature, because it's all cut by hand, sewn by hand, stuffed by hand. It's all done by hand, but just with that combination of really, really skilled craftsmen and kind of the perfect way to sew a teddy bear allows us to do it in 15 minutes.
That is remarkable, because I wondered, obviously there's inventory, but still it seems like when somebody orders one, they do get it pretty quickly.
Yes, so, we pride ourselves in our commitment to make them really quickly.
During the holidays,
we do offer personalization, so we will make your bear to order during the holiday. So you can add your name or a message to your loved one on the paw pad of the bear. And when we do that,
that's beautiful.
We literally cut your bear to order, add the artwork to order, sew it to order.
Created right there.
And so that takes an extra day for us to do.
Still, though, have that come out after just one day.
I know.
Special for someone.
Yes, it's truly one of a kind at that point.
Exactly.
It's all handmade just for you. And so it just really adds to the uniqueness of what we do.
Right. And then how is it as far as like accessories? Can people suggest what they'd like to have, even if it's like, say, with the Jennifer Reardon Foundation, if there was a change that we wanted to do, even maybe like a special T-shirt for a group of, preschool children, and we have a certain message right to them about kindness, or if they won some kindness championship, to personalize the shirt. Is that something that we can get done through you?
Yes, we have different options. So like I mentioned, we have kind of our tier 1 option, which is adding a message to the paw pads, adding a name to an outfit that you can order right online or give us a call and we will be able to turn it around the next day. Then there is kind of the next level option of that, which is you can also choose for our classic bears the eye color, the fur color.
Oh, I didn't realize you could do eye color.
And so those again are often made to order. And so, we called that design your own bear, because you're really you're really bringing your bear to life. And then our top tier option is our one-of-a-kind program, which is where if you have an idea that we don't make, but you would really like to see it brought to life, we're willing to make it for you.
Like a prototype.
Yes,
that would be
but
good
like
to go.
A finished quality, and so that process is much more, takes much longer, because we ask the customer what they want, and then my team ends up doing sketches for them.
It's amazing how back and forth it can be. You don't think so, because you look and you love this, but it's amazing what it takes to get there. There's just so many different moving parts, literally, and it changes the whole feel, really. So it's great to have the options, but that is a lot of back and forth. You're right, but you'll just do a one-off like that for somebody.
Yes, and then once the design is finalized, we will hand make it head to bear paw, and we will send it to them, and it's the only one in the world. And so that is a very specialty process that we do, but it is something that we have been doing for quite a long time. And
good to know.
It's amazing. We often get requests for people to have their wedding dresses turned into little wedding dress teddy bears for their grandkids.
Oh, how beautiful is that? Yeah, you think of all the variation that you can go through when you start thinking of it being special for you and your world. That's awesome.
They're some of the most meaningful bears we create, because there's always a rich story and a connection to not so many people through them. So it's wonderful. So we really kind of are the only company in the world that offers that level of customization for a teddy bear.
I would think so, right.
And so it's, again, we're just really passionate about creating you know, the most unique, meaningful teddy bears that we can for our fans.
Well, thank you. I know the creation of Sparky and Sunny have come from pure love, and we can't thank you enough for bringing that to reality. Under the circumstances, it's something that has brought a lot of comfort to many, many people, and will continue to do so, hopefully, for many years to come. But we're going to wrap it up. This was awesome to talk with you, Cassie. Yes, I know. I'm so glad to get to see you. And we have Luna down here, which is...
She's been hiding behind the table.
She's adorable. Yeah, she's beautiful. And bringing our bears together felt really good, too. So thank you so much for being here. And happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. And hopefully our paths will continue to cross over the next years to come. And thank you for all you do at Vermont Teddy Bear, 15 years, and the history even of other people being there 30 years. That just speaks to the organization and having the right people at the right place. And obviously, that's surely the case. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay.